it's been a while since I made a Is She the Witch video when it comes to a discussion video, because obviously I do chapter coverage all the time on here. But I thought today would be fun if we talk about the World-Hater Majik, who happens to be the main antagonist of Is She the Witch. I want to talk about why his influence is so dangerous because, because of this very magic, a lot of things are happening in the story of Is She the Witch because of his teachings and, what he's basically trying to pursue when it comes to the kind of goals that he's trying to achieve. So this should be a fun video to get into. So if you guys have any thoughts of your own when it comes to how you guys feel about this topic or just anything in general surrounding the World-Hater Majik, be sure to let me know, of course, in the comment section down below. So when I look at the World-Hater Majik and the threat that he brings into Is She the Witch, I always come back to how overwhelming his influence is on the world itself. Because he isn't just a strong Majik with impressive abilities, his presence changes how people live, how witches prepare, and how entire regions view their own safety. Everything about him pushes the world towards constant uncertainty, and you could feel that way in every chapter where he appears. It gives the story this heavy tension because you know that whenever he shows up, everything can fall apart in an instant. And you really feel that the moment you think about the destruction he caused in the past. Those two towns that he erased 15 years ago weren't damaged, broken, or burned. They were gone. A whole part of the mountain vanished without a trace, and nothing was left behind to understand what happened. That kind of power doesn't just threaten people, it threatens the world's sense of stability. It tells everyone that no place is truly safe no matter how far away or protected they think they are. And the terrifying part is that he can appear anywhere and do it all over again. And that danger only increases when he enters his domain. The ground twists, walls of bone rise up, and the sky darkens. It turns everything into a battlefield molded directly by him. Once he summons the Lancemen, those tall winged figures that erase the landscapes as they drift forward, the area becomes completely overwhelmed. Itchy experienced it firsthand. There were so many of them that the entire domain felt like it was collapsing in layers. His ability to erase land, reshape the battlefield, and flood it with erasing beings all at once shows why his influence stretches far beyond a single attack. He shapes the environment in a way no one else can counter. And the scariest part about all of this is that none of his destruction comes from emotion or frustration. He acts from a belief that the world itself has no meaning. He doesn't hate people, he doesn't want power either. And he also doesn't desire control. He himself believes existence itself should be erased. And that mindset removes every limit you would expect in a character like this. There is no appeal that could reach him and no reasoning that can slow him down. He moves with a purpose that doesn't bend or break, and that's what makes him so unsettling. Witches are used to facing magics who want something, but this is someone who wants nothing to remain. And because of that very belief, he stands apart from everyone else in the series, even from those who normally cause chaos. Other magics stay away from him because they understand there's no common interest or goal to share. And when he appears, everything that lives or stands in that area becomes something he feels should be removed. And when you see how Itchy responds to that worldview, you could feel just how heavy that conflict is. Itchy fights to protect life and keep people safe, while the World-Hater Majik fights to remove it, and their clash becomes a complete collision of values, and that's why you feel the emotional weight every time they cross paths. And his influence spreads even further because of the 7 stars, the magics who follow him. These individuals aren't simple backups, they're threats in their own right. Isugi is a perfect example. He can pass as a human, slip into towns, and strike before anyone realizes something is wrong. And when he reveals his true form and starts redirecting attacks, confusion spreads quickly. And then there's Kizashi, who uses water to overwhelm entire regions. His durability makes him nearly impossible to eliminate, and that confidence he carries only intensifies the danger. And each of them creates their own crisis, pulling attention away from the World World-Hater Majik and allowing him to keep moving forward. This is what makes his influence so widespread. Whenever one of the 7 stars acts, the Mantinal Association has to respond immediately, taking attention away from other parts of the world. It stretches their resources thin and forces witches to deal with multiple threats at once. Each outbreak of chaos can be traced back to the World-Hater Majik because they move with his approval. It turns him into more than a single opponent. He becomes an entire system of danger that spreads across the world through these powerful followers. Even with everything that he brings, what keeps him permanently dangerous is his regeneration. Doesn't matter what kind of injury he takes, his body repairs itself instantly. The scars once cut him in half and he recovered without showing any sign of weakness. This means that the normal tactics witches use simply do not apply to him. They can't wear him down, they can't slow him, do damage, and they can't build towards defeating him through repeated attacks. Every wound disappears moments later, making the fight more about survival than victory. And because he cannot be harmed in any lasting way, he fights without concern for consequences. He does not need to dodge or defend. He can move straight through attacks, summon more landsmen, or reshape the battlefield without hesitation. This gives him a freedom in combat that no one else in the series has. It creates a constant pressure that never fades, no matter how strong his opponents become. He's always present, always dangerous, and always capable of continuing his path. And this is what turns him into a constant presence in the story. Even after intense battles, he returns unchanged, which keeps the world on edge. His influence is felt in every chapter where his shadow looms over the plot. People know he could appear at any time, and that knowledge alone shapes how they live. Towns cannot rebuild with confidence, witches can't rest, and the world can never fully relax. His continued existence creates a world that always feels like it could collapse without warning. And that is what makes the World-Hater Majik influence so dangerous. It's not only his destructive power, his control over the battlefield, his belief that life has no value, or his followers spreading chaos across the world. It's the fact that all of these elements work together. His destruction reshapes regions, his worldview removes all limits, his followers widen his reach. His regeneration prevents anyone from stopping him, and his presence alone creates a level of fear that never fades. His influence reaches every corner of the story, shaping the world into a place where danger can appear at any moment. So yeah, the World-Hater Majik is a pretty dangerous guy when it comes to what he's capable of, so I can only imagine once we get to the final arc of Itchy the Witch, which is still years and years away because Itchy the Witch isn't ending anytime soon. But I'm just saying in general, I can only imagine once we get to the final arc, because I believe that's probably going to be the arc that he's done with, so obviously the heroes can win. But imagine just how things are going to be beyond that point. Like once we get there, it's going to be insane, and I'm just very curious to see how the World-Hater Majik is going to continue to evolve throughout the series. But I want to hear how you guys feel about the World-Hater Majik. Is there anything in specific that you guys want to say about him? Be sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments, because I would absolutely love to see what sort of thoughts that you guys have when it comes to this character. And if you guys enjoy this video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you guys want to see what I do outside of all this YouTube stuff, be sure to check out my social media when it comes to my X, my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my TikTok. All the links are located in the description below, so be sure to follow me on there. Also, I happen to have a Discord server. I talk about anime and manga. I love Itchy the Witch. You could also talk about it more with me on there. So if you choose to join my server so you can help grow the community more, the link is listed in the description below, and it is also in the comments. So if you want an easier access that way and you want to join my Discord server, just click on that link that I left you guys in the comments. And also, if you guys want to be notified whenever I upload a new video on the channel, click that bell. And I hope all you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.